anybody does something that much and that long and it's that good, it's gotta pay off. Can't go there and do nothing but blow up. The main thing is getting to do something that you really love to do. But it'd be important to remember that the giant looks in the mirror and sees nothing.
I have decided to through the fight, rising up to the challenge of our rival. And the last known survivor stalks his prey in the night, and he's watching us over the eye of the tiger. Where you get your beats?
Alright you guys, so before you start cutting, what you want to do is pick the hair out and brush the hair down in place, making sure everything is laid in place. Now as I'm picking everything out, I noticed that I do have to wash my client's hair. So after I picked everything out, I went back, washed my client's hair. I also did a hot towel on my client's face. That way his beard is nice and clean as well. Alright you guys, so now the hair is clean. I'm just going to use my Babyliss Skeleton FX to set in my bald line. Now switching over to my cordless fast feeds, with the lever fully open, go up about a ½ inch, making sure that you go over the guidelines multiple times. Brush the hair down. That way you can make sure everything is at that lever open length. So the same thing with the one guard with the lever open. I'm going up about a ½ inch, kind of scooping out. But then later on, I am going to be making sure that I get to the bottom of it and go over that guideline multiple times to make sure that, you know, everything is even and it's at that one guard length. So I'm not going to use a 2 guard. What I am going to do is I'm going to start by freehanding and building shape. So with the lever closed, I'm going to build that shape that I want from the 1 guard to the afro on top. Now putting back on that 1 guard, I'm going to go with the grain, basically making sure everything runs smoothly. At this point, you really don't need a 2 guard. You could just really just smooth everything down, going with the grain with the 1 guard. And the reason why I'm doing this, so it can prevent that line that you have, you know, that separates the blend from the afro. Now I'm gonna close the lever on that 1 guard, and I'm basically gonna soften up that middle line by basically going over that guideline and just softening it up so it could be easier for you to take it out with the next step. Next, with the 0 guard closed, in a flick out motion, flick out that middle line. It's going to be much more easier for you to take it out now that it's softened up. Make sure you utilize your corners and don't use both sides of the blade. Don't use the full blade. Just use 1 corner. That way you could kind of take baby steps into taking out that blend. Now with the lever fully closed, in a flick out motion, flick out that bottom line. Now remember, I'm using my corners and I'm not really focusing on both sides of the blades when I use my corners. All right, my eyes are only focused on one thing at a time. So I suggest use your corners, take those baby steps, because it makes it the process a lot easier on focusing on one thing. Now lastly, what you want to do is detail your work. All right, what I like to do is I like to look away from the blend, rest my eyes, but in some cases, in a lot of cases really, you want to utilize your mirror. All right, the mirror shows you a different perspective on the blend, shows you different things that you wouldn't normally see head on. So make sure you utilize the mirror and kind of debulk those areas by using your corners. So while I'm working on this taper, I'm just gonna shape that area right behind his ear, just so I can see the lineup part a lot clearer. So next, I'm gonna shape the afro starting from the bottom, working my way to the top. I'm gonna use my Oster's fast feeds, which I do not recommend shaping hair with this clipper. I recommend the fast feeds or the seniors. They cut a lot faster, but I did want to show you guys it can be done with the cordless fast feeds. Listen, let me tell you why they call me 360. When they sit in my chair, I spin them in a full 360, and they come out looking like,
damn, son.
We make it look easy.
YouTube, this is the cut. And if you like it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. Also, Hustle Dreams Production, that's my brother, he does all my beats. His YouTube channel will be linked in the description below. Make sure you guys go give him a follow. Also, if you want to know where you can find any tools that you've seen in this video, links will be in the description below. Otherwise, you guys can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. My TikTok is official360Jeezy and my Instagram is 360Jeezy. But it's your boy 360Jeezy, and I'm out of here.